Hello again, dear learners. Welcome back to our class in technical writing. In today's video, we are going to talk about um, this, the optional parts of a letter. So, what are the optional parts of a letter? In the last video, we have talked about the essential parts. As essential parts, those which must not be taken out as parts of the letter. Let's have a recap of what are those. First, we have the heading here on this part, and then we have the date line in this part, and then we have the inside address, which contains the name and the address and the position of the receiver of the letter, and then we have the salutation, and then we have the body of the letter until here, and then we have the complementary clause, and then we have the subject line. Now, we will be talking about the optional parts. So, what are the optional parts? First, we have the CC here, the the symbol CC, or it stands for carbon copy notation. What does it stand for? Example of this. Um, of this is in here. It's located at the bottom line the bottom, uh, the lowermost part of the letter. It is located two spaces after the position of the last um, signee of the letter. So it's in here, isa, two, and then ika-third yung space niya. So CC, if you can see in here, meron siyang all college deans. It means carbon copy notation. It is a part of the letter, which means that another copy of this letter that you have sent to the receiver was also sent to all the college deans. Thus, CC, carbon copy notation. Now let's compare this CC to the second part, which is the BCC, or blind carbon copy notation. What is its difference with CC? So it is different, pansinin niyo dito. So ito lang, BCC lang siya. Wala siyang all college deans. It means, from its name, blind carbon copy notation, you are not informing your receiver that you have sent a copy of this letter. You are not informing your receiver of the name of the other receivers of the letter. So parang minsan ginagamit ito na panakot. Parang parang yung example ganito, beware, a copy of this letter has been also sent to people na pwedeng yung content nito is pwedeng nagkalat, pero hindi ko sasabihin sa'yo kung kanino ko pinakita. So, parang ganun, yung idea dito sa blind carbon copy notation. But it's up to you to use whether carbon copy or blind carbon copy notes. Leave me or comment them down below. Next, we also have the third, which is the postscript. Naalala niyo yung movie ni Sharon Cuneta na PS I Love You? Okay? Ano ang PS or postscript? Ang postscript is still located below the last signee of the letter. So, PS. Ano ang PS? Postscript. If you have forgotten something at the body and you do not want the you do not or pag may nakalimutan ko or kinalimutan, take note of the term kinalimutan kang sinadya kasi ayaw mong mabasa ng lahat yon. You just want na mabasa lang siya sa baba. I mean, hindi agad-agad mabasa yon. Mababasa lang siya ng mga taong talagang kinukutuhan yung letter. You use PS. Yun yung side reason naman. Yun yung main reason, pero parang side reason niya. PS, please check the attendance of the students who will report to you. Thank you. Parang ano siya, additional information. So, PS, in English, postscript. Tagalog, pahabol na salita. In Ilocano, pakamakam nga salita. Okay, kidding aside, let's move on to the fourth. What is the fourth? It is ENCL, or it stands for enclosure notation. Where do you locate that? Let's move on to the sample letter. So in here, enclosure. If you use the enclosure notation, make sure that in the part of your, meron bang part dito na um, wala pala. If you use the enclosure notation, pansinin nyo dito, sabi niya, enclosure, enclosed, list of the program of activities. Pag hindi nyo ginamit ito, pwedeng ilagay nyo lang dito sa body niya na, for example, mag-add tayo ng isang paragraph, enclosed, oo, nasa na, enclosed is the checklist of activities, for example. Or yung sinasabi natin minsan na attached is the checklist of activities. But since hindi natin nilagay dito sa body niya, yung ganong statement, then we have used enclosure notation, list of program activities. Next, we have the attention line, ATTN, attention line. Where is it located? Unlike the other discussed optional parts, ATTN or attention line is located here. Kung mapapansin niyo, andito siya. For example, this is the receiver of your letter, and then the position, and then the address. Take note that I have used for our discussion the actual letters that I have made way back. And then naka-attention si Mr. Juan de la Cruz. Bakit? This is so in cases like, for example, you want to invite Mr. Juan de la Cruz, but you want to follow protocol. Hindi mo siya basta-bastang mai-invite kasi kailangan mo siyang ipaalam doon sa boss niya, which is Mr. Carlito Torres, for example. So, kailangan mong sulatan si Mr. Carlito Torres, pero you put in the attention line the direct person you want to invite or you want to be involved with. But still, the letter must be addressed to Mr. Torres. Nandun, nakikita nyo. Mr. Torres. So that's it. In the attention line, you also put, it is written one tab or margin, patawag ito, one tab after dun sa line para siyang one indent pala. And then ATTN, colon, and then the name of the direct person you want to be involved with, and then his position, and then his address. Ganun pa rin. So next, we have the subject line, or yung nakikita natin minsan na re, and then colon. So, subject line ang tawag doon. Usually, the re or the subject line is makikita natin siya sa memo. But of course, there will be another video for how a memo is done. Next to this is how minutes of a meeting is done, how it is planned, and what are the different types of minutes of meeting. Please take note of these optional parts as you have taken note of the optional parts, because at the end of this lesson, you will be requested to make a portfolio of the different formats of letter, the different types of minutes of meetings, and a sample memo, as this is the usual competencies that teachers are exercising when they are already in the field. So, with this, I hope you have learned something. God bless your writing. If you have questions, again, beep me or comment them down so that I can answer them, or other experts who will be watching this video, who are watching this video, will also um, help and answer you. Have a good day. God bless you all.